open, everything's going to start crashing. Hitman, not human. Okay. Oh yeah, it pulled that up anyway. Okay, Hitman. Human. Economic Hitman, good buff. Oh, okay, cool, Nick, thanks. Welcome to my scope, by the way. The critical things to watch out for aren't the rare big events, such as the 2008 bailout of the street itself, but the ongoing multitude of small rule changes that continuously alter the economic game. Even a big event's most important effects are on how the game is played differently thereafter. The bailout of Wall Street created an implicit guarantee that the government would subsidize the biggest banks if they ever got into trouble. This, as I will show, gave the biggest banks a financial advantage over smaller banks and fueled their subsequent growth and dominance over the entire financial sector, which enhanced their subsequent political power to get rules they wanted and avoid those they did not. Exactly! See? He's making our point for us. The free market is a myth that prevents us from examining these rule changes and asking whom they serve. How? The myth is therefore highly useful to those who do not wish such an examination to be undertaken. It is no accident that those with disproportionate influences over these rules, who are the largest beneficiaries of how the rules have been designed and adapted, are also among the most vehement supporters of the free market, and the most ardent advocates of the relative superiority of the market over government. But the debate itself also serves their goal of distracting the public from the underlying realities of how the rules are generated and changed, their own power over this process, and the extent to which they gain from the results. In other words, not only do these free market advocates want the public to agree with them about the superiority of the market, but also about the central importance of this interminable debate. You love the Soviet Union? I don't think that's around anymore. Turning prisoners to commodities tradable in the open market makes me nervous. What are you talking about, you guys? What do you mean? Trading them? What do you mean? What? What are we talking about? I'm scared. They are helped by the fact that the underlying rules are well hidden in an economy where so much of what is owned and traded is becoming intangible and complex. Rules governing intellectual property, for example, are harder to see than the rules of an older economy in which property took the tangible forms of land, factories, and machinery. Likewise, monopolies and market power were clearer in the days of giant railroads and oil trusts than they are now, when a Google, Apple, Facebook, or Comcast can gain dominance over... I'm back. Let me plug my phone up. We're still here, guys. We're still here. There we go. Yes, I'm back, Amanda. Hopefully I'm back now. Hopefully we're here. Okay. Yeah, my phone started to die. It is now possible to buy or invest in prison stocks. Oh, yeah. I think I did know that, actually. Oh, God. Where are we here? Okay. Google, Apple, Facebook, or Comcast can gain dominance over a network, platform, or communication system. I appreciate the compliment, Bill, but I would ask that we just keep this really nice and platonic. We don't want to talk about my physical appearance. I'm happily married. He gives me lots of compliments. He makes me feel very confident, and I don't need the compliments. But thank you. If you'd like to send them to anyone else in the room, feel free. Yoga before bed. Okay, ready? Let's do some. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Keep flowing like this. Exhale. Private corporations that own prisons. You're not investing in federal prisons. Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense. Inhale, center. Have I read The Value of Nothing by Raj Patel? I haven't, but if you'd like to send me any books that you'd like me to read, my P.O. box is on my website, femyoga.com. Or you can sponsor the channel and let me know what you'd like to see me do on the channel. And if it's reading a particular book, just put that in the note on your PayPal sponsorship. And I'll make sure that I do that. Actually, the book we're reading now was recommended by one of my sponsors. Otherwise, there's no way in heck I would be reading this. But it's good to know what the argument of the other side is, you know. Helps you to argue your own side better. Or to be, you know, I'm open-minded to being wrong, kind of. Okay. Last time. After you go to the left, inhale center, and do seated cat-cow, rounding the spine. Hands are on the knees, round, round, round. Inhale, lift, and cow. The concept of private prisons is also scandalous. Yeah, I'd say. I just snapped my back in half. So you're a Trump supporter? I voted for him, but I don't particularly care for him. I wish I voted for Gary Johnson, but I don't know. I just felt like that was just going to take votes away from Trump. Which doesn't really help anyone except Clinton. You feel the same way about Trump? Exactly. All our choices were awful. I know. I voted for Kasich the first time around. That's a supporter? Okay. There we go. And then after your next inhale, come back center. Buffoon, but best choice. Yeah, exactly. Our choices were complete crap. Alright, we did yoga before bed. No, you can go to sleep now if you want. I'll read you to sleep, okay? At the same time, contracts were simpler to parse. You're doing yogurt while you do yoga? I'd like some yogurt. I think I have yogurt in my fridge. They were simpler to parse when buyers and sellers were on more or less equal footing and could easily know or discover what the other party was promising. That was before the advent of complex mortgages, consumer agreements, franchise systems, and employment contracts, all of whose terms are now largely dictated by one party. Similarly, financial obligations were clearer when banking was simpler and the savings of some were loaned to others who wanted to buy homes or start businesses. I don't think that's a good idea, you guys. In today's world of elaborate financial instruments, by contrast, it is sometimes difficult to tell who owes what to whom or when or why. So he said, financial obligations were clearer when banking was simpler and the savings of some were loaned to others who wanted to buy homes or start businesses. Don't take my savings and give it to somebody else that is just going to buy something with it. What about when I come back for my savings?
What they did was legalize fraud by allowing banks to lend money that they don't have and collect interest on it. Thanks, government.
That's basic banking. Well, it's BS.
You have to have the money.
Hey,
to
Eric.
lend it. That's basic banking.
I need to get ready to go to bed because I've done work in the morning. You got up to 10,000 hearts, John. I love you so much. Thank you so much. Did you already leave? I think she already left, but I love you. Mwah. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Hello. Thank you, Johnson. I do have to give some credit to Mr. Perfect, my husband. He's helped me hash a lot of this out in my head. So he said, in his opinion, I'm one of the most logically thinking females he's met. Oh, there you are, Jen. I love you. Thank you so much for the hearts. I love you. Thank you. You're so awesome. Have a good day at work tomorrow, and me and Danique will be on doing some fun yoga scope stuff. Good night. Thanks for coming back and saying bye to me. That was nice. Thanks for the hearts. Who's sending me hearts? Is that Giant? Who's down here? Who goes there? Oh, it's Johnson. Hello, Johnson. Thanks for the hearts. And Noah and Eric. Everybody's sending all the hearts. You guys are all awesome. No, the kisses are for Jen, not for you. Hello, infidels. What did I miss? Is it Bob? It is Bob. I knew it was Bob. How did I know it was Bob? That's so creepy. I know you, Bob. All right, I'm following this account now, too. Did you get banned on your other account? Happy place, happy times. People helping people, yes. You can help me to help people to help themselves by going to femyoga.com, sponsoring my channel. All right, anyway, let's get back to the book. Before we can understand the consequences Just by my trollish greeting, you know me? Yes, that's true. Hug a grandpa? Kiss some baby, shake some hands, hug a grandpa. You're not weird, you're funny, you're funny. Before we can understand the consequences of all of this for modern capitalism, it is first necessary to address basic questions about how government has organized and reorganized the market, what interests have had the most influence on this process, and who has gained and who has lost as a result. To do so, we must examine the market mechanism in some detail. Oh, look, Chapter 2, the 5 building blocks of capitalism. That's a good question, Bob. Let's see. Oh, it's a new book for us, yes? We finished that other book last night. I wanted to give it 2 stars, but I ended up giving it 3 stars. This is from 2015, so it's actually a pretty new book as well. No, don't thank God yet. This book is horrible. I hate this book. No, this book's way worse. Way stinking worse. Okay. Chapter 2. This is the book. It's a liberal's take on how to save capitalism. Can't win! Well, it's because one of my sponsors wanted me to read this book. So I always say I cater my shows and my content to my sponsors. It sounds interesting? Good. This is it was recommended by Jerkface, he gave us like 6 different trivia giveaway prizes. So, and he sent 31,400 hearts to me in one broadcast. So he's super awesome. All right. The 5 building blocks of capitalism. In order to have a free market, decisions must be made about 1, property, what can be owned. No, I thought you were going to sleep. What can be owned? 2, monopoly. What degree of market power is permissible? 3, contract. What can be bought and sold and on what terms? No, this is not free. This is not free. This is the opposite of free. This is regulated. 4, bankruptcy. What happens when purchasers can't pay up? Not sleepy enough yet? Okay, I'll read you to sleep. This is maybe going to get boring. I'm not sure. And 5, enforcement. How to make sure no one cheats on any of these rules. This is loony. It's legalistic. Hey, Gio, hello! There are universal building blocks. These are universal building blocks, not liberal. It's not the fundamentals. Wow, 2 opposite comments came in back to back. Looney Tunes. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Robert Reich. Okay, what do you think about Robert Reich, Bob? So, yes, so he said in order to have a free market, decisions must be made about those 5 things. But I disagree. A free market implies that the government is not involved in the market. The Third Reich. Oh my God. That was Hitler's army. Oh my God. Oh, hello, Soft Marshmallow, my child. You guys should get the base level education before criticisms. Why don't you educate us, you little egg? Come out of your shell. Teach us all of your profound wisdom. Robert Reich is a certified loony liberal. No disrespect. Hi, Scout. How are you? What was that? Wow. Okay. You might think such decisions obvious. No, I don't. Ownership, for example, is simply a matter of what you've created or bought or invented. What's yours? Oh, I want to comment on every sentence. I say that with the highest respect. Robert Reich III. Oh my God, hang on. I'm not crying from laughing, I swear. I have something in my eye. I can't get it out. I see a piece of hair acting all crazy back there. Okay. Guys, there's something in my eye. What are we gonna do? Try to get it out? I'm coming in. Good? Alright, we're good. Hi, Larry. Happy Thursday to you, too. I follow you, but your picture didn't come up on my bottom. I don't know why. Yes, he was the Treasury Secretary under Clinton. Taking my light. Oh, no, I'm okay, thank you. I'll keep that, though. Thank you, babe. Oh, he brought me a nice moist towel for my eye. So nice. He's so perfect. Don't call me Sugar. Hey, Pumpkinhead. How are you doing, Larry? Did I ask you that already? Aw, good guy. Yes. Joseph Goebbels? I don't know who that is. Thursday is Mini Friday. Yeah, exactly. I'm actually going to use this. Did I look weird? Did it take a lot of makeup off? I'm not sure. What's happening? I know. He is like my personal flight attendant. It's like, would you like a moist towelette? No. Anyway. He did say moist. Besides the eye, how are you? My eye is fine. I'm doing excellent. I'm having a lot of fun reading this book with some really fun people in the room. I'm reading Noah to sleep as well. Think again. What about slaves? The human genome? A nuclear bomb? A recipe? Very cool. Next, he'll bring you a tiny bag of pretzels. I wish that he brought me a tiny bag of pretzels. Organic pretzels that he wouldn't judge me for eating. Okay. Most contemporary societies have decided you can't own these things. So you can't own slaves, the human genome, a nuclear bomb. It's working. He's falling asleep. Jerk face! Sorry, we just woke Noah back up. Look what I'm reading. Look what I'm reading. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it, but I'm reading it anyway. Okay. Call 911. You're about to fall into a coma. Okay, yes, exactly. So it says that you can't, most societies have decided you can't own slaves, you can't own a human genome, you can't own a nuclear bomb, and you can't own a recipe. Open mind. Okay, open mind. Open heart, open mind. Just like my yoga classes. Don't eat. Okay. Question when you're done reading. You can ask me now. I actually use egg drops, so I'll be able to catch your comment after I finish reading the chapter. You own all of those? You have slaves, the human genome, a nuclear bomb, and a recipe? What's the recipe for? Have I ever heard of Alan Watts? I have, but I don't know who that is off the top of my head. If you want to enlighten me, I would love... Oh, was that the question? There, I answered it. Tell me who he is, though. Oh, and I'm not your angel, I'm just an angel. New here, when you start a new book, do you let viewers know beforehand, like a book club discussion? Not typically, Nick, but that's a good idea. I like that idea. If you haven't, look up some of his vids on YouTube. Awesome stuff. Alan Watts. Does he have an accent? I think I know who he is. I think I know who he is. Okay, I looked him up. We'll get to it after this. The recipe is for a meat niche? What's niche? Knish? Knish? Silent K? I'm not sure. 10:36 p.m. What are we looking at here? Okay, cool. Let's keep it going. You can own Knish. Meet Knish. Am I a super fan for you, Jerkface? This is what I did earlier on my scope. What scope was it? It was my How to Make Money on Periscope scope. I was talking. Yeah, you are. I can see your flame. You might not be able to see it on your end, but I can see your flame. So good job. Congratulations. You probably don't even know that you're a real angel. Continue to do good. Thank you, John. That's kind to say. I will continue to do good. I love doing good. I find it very fun and rewarding, and I could just sit here and do it all night. You saw Eggbot welcome you. Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Larry. You guys are so nice. You're so nice. And it distracted me from what I was talking about. Oh, I'm a little bit narcissistic, aren't I? All right. Oh, Jerkface. I was showing everyone that I'm a super fan for. I'm 22 people's super fans, by the way, and you weren't one of them. I was like, how am I not one of his super fans? So then I went onto your zombie replay, because it's the only replay you have, and I just replayed it over and over and over. Oh, maybe you don't have super fans. Maybe that's why, because Mr. Perfect, it didn't say I was his super fan either. Let me see. Oh, maybe it's because you only have 49 followers or something like that? Maybe like once you get 50? Somebody follow this guy. Let's see if it works. Somebody follow Jerkface. You don't think you broadcast enough? That's probably more likely to be it. I don't think I have super fans. That's funny. He's a philosopher. All right, cool. Yeah, I think I have heard of him before, actually. My butt kind of hurts. I need a cushion. Let me get my yoga mat. You're in Brooklyn, and I could do with a super fan right now. Oh, yes. Okay, I get it. It took me a second. I was going to say, you have to broadcast. I have a super fan. Do you guys hear it in the background? It's sizzling. Yes, it is sizzling. There's a bunch, but one is about life being music. Oh, interesting. Sounds very artsy. But I won't say fartsy. Okay, I said fartsy. I snuck it in. You can own land, a car, mobile devices, a home, and all the things that go into a home. But the most important form of property is now intellectual property. New designs, ideas, and inventions. What exactly counts as intellectual property, and how long can you own it? Yes, I replayed your zombie scope over and over. I showed it on camera for just like the first one, just for a little while. And then I was like, okay, I'm probably freaking everyone out. And then I just had it like I have my other phone here. I just had it like off to the side. And then anytime I saw that it ended, I would just hit play again. Because I thought that was why I wasn't your super fan. But the government can take your home. Yes, eminent domain. Yes, they can declare that it's for the public benefit. I'm a zombie. Yes. He is a zombie, though. He really is. Look at his picture. That's actually him. Hello. He's going to say, hello from Los Angeles. Haha, I told you guys. He says it every single time he comes in. No, you can't own a mobile device. The software is not yours. The signal, you rent it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You don't own a lot of it. Boom. How did I know? Because you do it literally 100% of the times you come into a scope. That's what you say. So hello from New York, as always. But I'm going to take some trips. And next time, maybe I'll be in Virginia or somewhere cool. Tennessee. This hair is driving me crazy. True. Yeah. And I follow you, so I see your bubble pop up. I was prepared. Decisions also Wilmington, Vermont? Nice. Decisions also underlie what degree of market power is permissible, how large and economically potent a company or small group of firms can become, or to what extent dominance over a standard platform or search engine unduly constrains competition. Similarly, you may think you're a zombie. Okay, that's fine. We have two zombies in the room then, I guess. Okay, okay. Similarly, you may think buying and selling is simply a matter of agreeing on a price, just supply and demand. But most societies have decided against buying and selling sex. I think that's dumb. I think people should be able to buy and sell sex. Oh, that's nice to say. Thank you. Except I just kind of went crazy with the voice when I got excited. That's usually how it goes. So if you make a wrong turn, I'll be like, no! Where are you going? Why did you do that? Are you paying any attention to me at all? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I want to buy it. Not sure much. Sell it. What about buying sex? I said that I think that it should be legal to buy and sell sex. You guys, it's Superman! Alright, we gotta show it again. This is literally like the 5th time or more that I've showed this on Scope today. But the guy that designed it is here now. Everybody follow Superman 216. He is an artist. He does scopes, drawing scopes on Periscope. Really, really awesome. Obviously, they're called scopes. Okay. So there's the beginning. The F is made out of yoga blocks. E-M. Where is he at? He's in here. He's not commenting. He's from Maryland. He owns the art. Actually, I think we share the art? I don't know. That's a good question. He's there. See, there he is. Follow him. The other part of the M, the Y is wide-legged headstand. And the O. What did you draw this based off of, Chris? Just like your head? Oh, thank you for following him. He's awesome. You will not regret it. And then the O is this really, really cool multicolored lotus flower. I was like holding them all up separate or with each other earlier, but now I've been lazy of doing it. You've been watching this that way the whole time. And then the other part of the O, the G, and the A is downward facing dog. Just from your head, yeah. Cool. That's how I sleep right there. Yeah. I had to have a long Periscope name, and he did it all. Yes, he did do it all. He did not give up. He pulled through all the way to the end. It was nice, right? It wasn't me, it was him. Hello, Richie. How are you? That one had you perplexed? Oh, the last one? Oh, I was just looking at it. I feel like it looks like me, but maybe I'm just narcissist, like I said. You're doing the pretzel pose. I can't get out of it, and I've been here for 3 days. Well, just sit tight. We'll just read a little book. I'll feed you with your knowledge. I'll feed your brain. Okay? I'm glad I got it too, Chris. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, seriously. Seriously. Okay, most societies have decided against buying and selling sex, babies, and votes. Oh, you can't buy votes. Interesting. You can't buy votes. Ooh, that's an interesting concept. Can you buy votes? Look, is the Superman. Sit right while, sit tight while locked into pretzel. Yes. You didn't tell that guy how to get unblocked. Yeah, I know. I don't tell every single person. You know, I tried to make the A look like you. Oh, okay. That's what I figured. I thought it looked like me. But then I was like, maybe I'm just projecting. Buy votes all the time. I like how you tried to say sit tight again and you still came out with a typo. Sit be tight. That's called an election in America. Oh gosh, here we go. Here we go. Maybe I'm just projectile vomiting. Whoa. The power. It's flickering. Oh dear. Most don't allow the sale of dangerous drugs. So dangerous. Unsafe foods. Deep breaths, guys. Deep breaths. Oh, I'm so angry right now. All right. Or deceptive Ponzi schemes. Similarly, most civilized societies do not allow or enforce contracts that are coerced or that are based on fraud. But what exactly does coercion mean, or even fraud? Eggbot, why, you just randomly popped in again? Okay, hello. Oh, I have to go to the bathroom. Unsafe food, McDonald's. Yeah, they don't seem to have any problem allowing us to eat that. What are we talking about here? Hi, Biff Brontosaurus. We are reading this book and criticizing the heck out of it. We're discussing it. We're reading this book and we're discussing it. I have to pee. Okay, that was you? What was you? What was you? Oh my god, every time Chris comes in, I'm like, I gotta pee, I gotta pee. 40 of America is on drugs. I'm pleased it made it to you safe and sound. Me too. 40%? Oh yeah, but they're on pharmaceutical drugs you're talking about, right? Yeah, I have to go. Okay, every time I open up the comments. Oh yeah, you opened them up. Okay, that's cool. I'll be right back.
I knew Taylor was going to love this book. I read a little bit last night, and I looked through it, and I thought within 5 minutes I should be able to identify how this book is trying to justify more government, more taxes, more spending, less freedom. And if you look up who this guy is, he's pro-establishment. He works for universities. He works for government. He probably has to pay off his $200,000 of college debt, even though he's 60 years old. You know how that goes. Gotta love it. Jerk face. We know you recommended the book in good faith, and we were going to read it in good faith. Nothing against you. We know she's told me that you have a liberal approach, and we do too. Actually, we're socially liberal. We believe in freedom. You know, it's very weird how people get so confused. Like liberal's a dirty word when in reality it's not. It's freedom is fantastic, but unfortunately, some reason liberal has become associated with big government, and conservative has been associated with closed-minded, super religious. I mean, yeah, socially liberal is a dang good step. It really is. And I think that the vast majority of people, if they, even in academia, if they truly understood the nature of the force approach that they're recommending, and understand the biases of the university professors and academia, why they're promoting it. It supports their paycheck. It's hard to talk someone out of something that's directly related to their paycheck. So, but the forced approach doesn't work. Look at prohibition. Look at the drug war. Look at what's happening to our economy. Look what's happening to our health. We're spending billions and gazillions of dollars, and we have so many millions of people who are still dying of heart disease and cancer. Like, obviously, it's not helping. So, well, we'll give it a fair shot. See if you had any good concepts in there. So far, any good concepts in there?
Yes.
Yeah?
He said that he gave a big list of government rules that totally messed everything up. I thought that was cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
And he said that liberals are pro big activist government. He said that liberals are pro large government, and I don't feel like they usually admit that very openly. So I thought that was good too.
That's true. Good for that. I missed a lot of the comments on there.
It's only been like 6. Oh yeah, I'll check on my draft. It's only been like 6 pages in, so.
Oh, okay. Nice.
All right, let's see what we said. Hang on, stay here because they were talking to you probably. Hello, everyone. The man in the house. This bitch seems crazy. Please let me know if my picture is triggering. I will not change it. Thank you. I think you're the one who got me saying triggered. I say triggered now, Bob, because of you. Robert Reich III is a certified loony liberal. No offense. Socially liberal is a good first step, Jerkface said. And then Mike D. Wait, is Mike D that said I was crazy?
I don't know if he was talking about me or you.
No. This bitch seems crazy. I'm pretty sure they were talking about me.
I was getting mad at the book. I was getting mad too. A little mad.
So you're more libertarian, Mike D says?
That's right.
Yes, that's absolutely correct. Two-party system is always doomed. People have more than 2 opinions. Yeah, exactly. And whoever said conservatives are condescending and rude, search triggered. Wait, I missed it. Yes, I can fly, Mike. What is freedom? Someone asked that the other night.
I think you can define freedom. If you wanted to say we're going to have one rule for society, you could say something like the non-aggression principle. So you're not allowed to initiate violence against other people, but you're allowed to defend yourself. That's pretty much all you really need for freedom. Everything else is just a big government excuse as far as I'm concerned.
Jerkface said, most conservatives I know are just so selfish and condescending.
You're absolutely right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many people who are on the liberal side who are good people that want good outcomes for everybody.
Definitely Ron. He said Ron or Rand? Definitely Ron. Ron.
Yeah, Ron is a little more, he's more pure.
Freedom
Rand
costs $1.05. Did you know the U.S. is the only country that prescribes class 2 medications outside the hospital? No. And Bob says he's pro-hibition. Two-party system. Okay, I read that. And then talk about conservatives being rude. What's up? Hi, Nike. You'll be lucky if you find people with one logical opinion. Ron or Gary? Ron.
Guys, also think about the term neoconservative. Someone mentioned neoliberal economics earlier.
Well,
neoconservative is someone who actually doesn't have conservative views. That means that they actually have big government views. They just want their version of big government. That's extremely common. And you might find those people are not socially liberal. They might hate gays or they hate women or whatever. They hate Muslims. That's a whole bunch of crap. Most of them want big government, big spending. They don't understand economics. They don't care about freedom. So you're right. There's a huge amount of that, too. We have neoconservatives that are giving conservatism a bad name.
Noah asked me to look up neoliberalism.
I did look it up. Basically,
Jerkface has a Ron Paul shirt on right now. Wait, on? No. You have a Ron Paul shirt, believe it or not.
Nice.
I do believe it. If you don't want it, send it to me.
See, I think we can marry
That's my
these.
husband.
I do believe we can marry these ideas, libertarian ideas, with most of the liberal people. I think that gays belong on the libertarian side if they want freedom. I think that minorities and women also, they want freedom. It's libertarian. We just need to figure out how to marry these things together.
Okay. Huh? That was my husband. Why is this keep cutting off my head? I don't know if I agree with that. I think there's still hope for Jerkface yet. Why do you hate them? Why do you hate the libertarian economics? Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Other decisions govern unpaid debts. Big corporations can use bankruptcy to rid themselves of burdensome pension obligations to their employees, for example, while homeowners cannot use bankruptcy to reduce burdensome mortgages, and former students cannot use it to reduce burdensome debts for higher education. In my view, all the phobia, their life depends. Taking the Christmas tree off a Starbucks cup, good luck helping that. It tailors to the guys that already do so well. They don't care about monopolies. See, that's because there wouldn't be any benefit to having a monopoly. For example, Walmart. There's things that Walmart cannot do. There's a lot of things Walmart cannot do well. So you can actually compete with them. And Walmart started out as the Sam's Five and Dime, okay? It started out as a small store from Sam Walton. You can read Made in America by Sam Walton. It's one store, Sam's Five and Dime. And then he opened like a second one, and then a third one, and then a fourth one. And then he just kept doing it, you know? And it's like, it's not really a monopoly. Anyone, any day can start something else, a discount store or some other online. Now it's online stores are competing with that. I mean, you can always come up with something new. I mean, he didn't start out as a monopoly. You know what I mean? We voted for Walmart with our money by buying all of their stuff. If we don't want to buy clothes made in Korea or wherever they're coming from, then we could stop buying them. But we say one thing and we vote with our money another way. Like we say, oh my God, McDonald's is so horrible, they're so cruel and all this stuff, and then we go and we buy a cheeseburger from them. You know what I mean? Walmart. Amazon store in the mall soon. Interesting. I think that's like a step in the wrong direction, but Amazon is destroying Walmart, but that's a bad comparison. Why, Matt? Sam Walton, W-A-L-T-O-N.
Yeah, this is a really cool concept. How does big government support monopolies? Ask GE, which is practically a government bank at this point. They support it through regulation. The big companies love regulation because the little companies can't handle it.
I disagree, jerkface. I don't think unions help the economy at all because it's less efficient. If you don't want to work for someone, quit your job. Start a business. Hire the people who want the jobs. Save your money. Eliminate your overhead. Decrease your overhead. Move if there's really no opportunities where you are. You have, hopefully, I mean, some of you may not be able to walk, but if you can, come on. Self-responsibility, you guys. We can protect ourselves. We do not need to forcibly pay someone else to take care of us and to protect us, because they might have great intentions at first. Like, I would love to protect you guys if I could. I'd love to protect you. But then someone's going to take my job, and they might not care so much about you guys. They might care about a different 19 people, and they want to take care of them a little bit more. You know what I mean? It's just, if you have someone in power, they can hurt you, you know? And it's like, if you can volunteer to be gone from that power, like quitting your job, fine. But if you're being forced, like if you're in like slave labor, yeah, obviously that's wrong. And it's not so different than the government forcing you to give 30+% of your income to them in the form of income tax. Not everybody has the opportunity to move or go to college or do what you say they should. So you're giving some really extreme what if, but how many Americans is that really true about, jerkface? I mean, are we talking about people in Africa right now? Or are we talking about, you know what I mean? Like the people that we know and see and can help and influence and educate and learn from. And, you know, I mean, I need to focus on like this town first, you know, this little 18 group community, and then we can kind of branch out and save the rest of the world. College is a debt trap. That's so true. You're making your own business. Oh, awesome, Johnson. I just did a broadcast earlier today on how to make money from Periscope if you're interested in that. Yes, exactly, jerkface. And if you weren't paying 80 to 90% in taxes, if you add up income tax, property tax, school tax, sales tax, bagel cutting tax in New York, yes, it's a real thing. Look it up. You can look up weird taxes from all the different places. We have to pay what are some other taxes, babe? What are some things that I'm forgetting?
Basically, you got to look at your...
Let's add it up.
Even everyday people.
Social Security, Medicare.
Everyday people pay as much as 80% of their productivity to taxation. You might lose about 50% of it through the process of your income taxes and all your other taxes, your property tax. Even if you're paying rent, you're paying your landlord's property tax, and believe me, it's no joke. Now, if you add that all together and then you realize that all the money you spend is buying things from companies who have also been taxed, you could be something in the 80 to 90% range of your productivity is being skived off and wasted.
Everybody likes saying jerk face. And Bob says, according to the stock market, Amazon is twice the size of Walmart, some monopoly.
Well, also realize that big companies are supported by big
Wait,
government.
what do you mean not even close in Florida? I think he's talking to you. What do you mean not even close?
You got to sit down.
Federal.
And add the
Most of
numbers.
these things are federal. The federal income tax, the Medicare tax, Social Security tax. That's definitely taking like 40% of your income right there. And then you're saying what, you don't have like sales tax or property tax or school tax or anything like
Or
that?
state income
or am I
tax of any
missing?
kind.
Maybe you were talking to somebody else about something else.
Yeah, if
I don't
you're
know what
anywhere-
GEMCO and FEDCO is. Yes, I will remember your name, Jay Johnson T, when you make it big. You know that guy from Periscope? What guy? Hi, Oxus. He says retail. Someone says Mervin's. Most people do not belong in college. College is a debt trap. I love how you say jerkface nonchalantly. Call him jerkface again. Oh, you're gonna replay that, Oxus? Oh, awesome. Yeah, it was pretty good, I think. Income tax. Okay, hang on. Look for other groups with the same philosophy and we can make a monopoly about it. Yeah, exactly. Inflation is also a form of taxation. Yeah, and printing money is another form. That's actually inflation, I guess. I always laugh when people get so excited about getting a tax return. Yes, Nick,
Yeah.
that's a good thing to laugh about. Just like people who don't like their jobs, right? I'm not sure if you're talking to me. In New York City, I'm paying 15% on my cell phone bill.
Nice.
Broadcast cable fee, sports broadcast fee, FCC fee. Oh my gosh. Dirkface says, income tax is way lower after deductions and credits. Way lower? Anybody else pay less than 30 to 40% income tax out of their checks? I don't get any deductions or credits. Are you talking about tax returns? Oh, thank you for giving me my money back. Yeah, exactly. And they don't. They obviously don't give you anything near what you paid.
The only way you make out is if you make no money.
60% of the taxes go to war. You need kids to get credits. Oh, okay, so I should start having some kids. If Walmart were a monopoly, it would suggest that there is nowhere else to go for your goods. That's true. Jerkface says property tax is super low here. No sales tax? That's not true. In Florida?
If you live somewhere that has a low property tax and a low sales tax and
If
a
you
low
don't like the
income
taxes
tax,
moved.
you're smart.
Yes,
But you
Mike,
know
we
what?
should
On
know.
average, we're paying 50% when you add it all together. And that's before you pay all the tax on the stuff you buy.
I'm self-employed. I absolutely pay attention to my tax returns. What are you smoking? There is places to go, small business. It's a choice. I definitely agree with the person who says it is a choice. You do have the freedom to choose. You do have the freedom to go where you want to go. Low sales tax, no income tax. Income tax is federal, though.
Isn't your
Oh, he's talking about...
Oh, I'm missing this.
No, he's in Florida. I don't know what you mean, Mike, by just like people who don't like their jobs. I don't bother with taxes anyway. I've switched to a cash business as a drug dealer. Perfect! You solved all the problems!
As long as you don't get caught, that's actually
I
pretty
wish.
freaking smart.
Oh my god, babe, don't say that on Scope. There is places to go, small business, it's a choice. Oh, you mean, okay, yeah, places to go other than Walmart. Yeah, that is true. But why would you if it's more expensive?
Walmart wouldn't be as successful today if it wasn't for big government, I can promise you that.
Yeah, and all the debt that he had to go into to get it started. If you pay 30 to 40% federal tax, then you make over $250,000. Hang on. So you can't move. You said people who don't like their job should move.
You gotta look at your Social Security, your FICA, your Medicare, all
No
those
sales tax
taxes,
in
your sales
Delaware.
tax, your property tax, your school tax, you're paying tax on gasoline, and I probably just forgot a bunch. So we're not saying that federal income tax is averaging at 30 to 40%. I'm saying you're paying 50% of your productivity right off the top. And then everything you spend with the remainder, like when I pay my property tax, I actually pay that with after-tax money.
Wait, I am saying that. What do you mean I'm not saying 30 to 40% is
I'm not
average
talking
income
about
tax?
you. I was replying to whoever said that.
But you just said I'm not saying. You said we're not saying that.
I'm not saying that I'm not saying the average person is paying a 30 to 40% federal income tax. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking.
So
I'm saying an average
what do you
person
say
is
their
paying
average-
50% overall when you add all their taxes together, coming off the top of their income. And
But
some
you
of
said
that is federal.
80%.
80% is
ago.
after you take into the fact that all the stuff you spend your remaining 50 cents on the dollar on has been taxed.
So you're saying 50% is income tax, Medicare, and Social Security.
And property tax, and school tax, and all the other fun taxes that you have to pay with your income.
And
now,
then
once
what is
you,
the
whatever
other
you got,
stuff?
Well, you got state income tax. You have
No,
Social
wait.
Security.
What you're saying? Okay. So you're saying 50% is income tax, Medicare, Social Security.
State income tax, federal income tax, Medicare, FICA, Social Security.
FICA.
Yep. Now you're up to
Okay.
18% on Social Security and FICA. If you're
So
employer,
you're saying those things are 50%.
and maybe you got to add property tax and school tax. All the people around here are paying $4,000 a year in property
School
tax.
Okay, so then what are the stuff that you're saying brings it above 50%?
All right, so once you're there, now let's say you've got your 50 cents in your pocket is left. You want to go out and buy anything, a car, something for your house, whatever you may buy. You're buying from somebody who also paid a shit ton of tax before they were able to sell their product. You pay for their tax when you buy their product.
So sales tax?
Sales tax, I would actually include that.
Because sales tax is
probably
only
in
8%.
the first percentage to make that 50%. But I mean, I don't know how you're going to work that. But yeah, you're going to pay.
So
you know,
where is it getting to 80%?
when you got it, because all the stuff that you buy is overpriced because you're paying for the taxes of the person that produced it, the person that transported it, the person that sold it, the retail store that sold it.
Oh, you
the
mean
guy who
you're
built the
paying
building.
their taxes?
You're paying all their burden. You pay all that burden with your tax money. You're only
Even
getting
if
half
we
as
could
much stuff.
compromise and say 50% went to tax, that's half of your money that you earned. That means what you think you're making, you make half of that.
I've heard the number as high as 95%. If you break that, my math says 80 to 85%. I've heard people say 95%. So I'm actually being conservative.
Is that God talking? What's your hubby's FICO score?
I've had it over 800. Right now it's kind of low because I used a bunch of my credit to buy something big.
Yes, Bob, you are correct. Only 4 states have no sales tax, and Florida is not one of them. I highly recommend a cash business. I think Bob is talking a lot of truth right now.
Go on Craigslist, buy all your stuff used, sell your stuff on Craigslist. That cuts out the middleman. It hugely lowers your tax burden and improves the
Jay
quality of
says
life.
the neoclassical model of the laissez-faire free market is a myth. Why is it a myth, Jamal? You will not shop at Walmart. Interesting, Chris. Okay. 4th of July fireworks sales is cash sales for laundering. Hi, Casey. Thank you for contributing the laundering comments. 60% of taxes go to fight the war on Christmas.
Yep.
Because Walmart has limited business licenses. Yes, that is God talking. It's my husband, Mr. Perfect.
I'm not in the frame because I'm naked.
He's naked.
I actually am wearing boxers. You guys don't need to see that.
But you got to see it anyway.
Yep.
This is hilarious, Mike said. Like, because we were having a debate aside from you guys for a minute there. Anyone over 800? What am I?
She's like 730, 740.
I'm not over 800.
She will be soon.
Jerkface says school tax is part of your property tax.
That's correct. It is huge.
Jerkface is around 800. Okay, does he always talk about tax? Yes. She is the Virgin Mary and he is our Lord.
I'm not sure about that.
Bob is 765.
Oh.
I did not just say that. No. You're sleeping on the couch tonight. No, I'm sleeping on the couch. Like every night. When you retire and collect your Social Security, that is again taxed income. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. So they take taxes out of your Social Security that you receive. Tech is pushing cash out of the game, similar like money did with trade. Okay, yeah, so you mean like Bitcoin, like cryptocurrencies? He's charging her bedroom tax. 60% of millennials are below 600 on FICO. Wow, they are in a debt spiral. Them and the government. I don't know who's going to pay all that stuff back. Tithe to the Lord and this angel with the wings. Yes, tithe at femyoga.com. I'm not a vegan. I do eat meat. That's interesting, Chris. Thank you for contributing that. You were in the army, right, Chris? I am the mother of Earth. Maddie's here. Did I guess right? My dad just retired, and his Social Security gets taxed to hell.
It's my mom as well.
You're in the Army. Cyanide was in the Army, too. I think you know Cyanide, right, Chris? Your favorite bear is Winnie the Pooh. Good. Ryan Lever eats from dumpsters. Who are these people just randomly come in? Show knees.
I already showed my knees.
Oh, yeah, maybe they were talking to you.
No, I don't think so.
Knees.
I got bald knees.
Hello. I have hairy knees. He has bald knees, I have hairy knees. Social Security can't be taxed that much. Don't give him the benefit of the doubt, jerkface. Whoa! Alright. If you get blocked for saying something perverted or rude, go to femyoga.com. You can sponsor my channel. Tell me your username, and I'll give you a second chance not to say anything perverted or rude. Maddie says, hi, Mr. Perfect.
What's going on, Maddie?
Most of the dimwits in college do not belong there. Let them get apprenticeships. Yes! Yes, Bob. We are best friends right now, okay?
Apprenticeships and internships would be much better.
Hello, Joey. These are our leaders of our church. She's an angel that has come back to spread economic knowledge.
Yes.
What did he say to get blocked? He said he was cranking one out.
We don't even really necessarily know for sure what that means. But
I'm not positive what that means, but show ears.
She has awesome ears, there's no doubt. You're so cute.
Thank you. Give me an ear model. Put some earrings on.
Yeah.
Super tired, Mr. Perfect. What do you mean super tired? He's not super tired. How would you even know that? Who is the high priest of economics? Morgan Freeman? Wait, what? Cranking out a tax return late.
Nice.
Then it was made mandatory and our government took that money to do things with. Wait, I missed what you said first. Social Security used to be a voluntary program. Average Social Security payment is $1,200 a month. No taxes from that. Then it was made mandatory and our government took that money to do things with and didn't put it back.
They saved it for us because we couldn't save
Mike,
it.
you're
but
right.
They spent it.
You remember my sunstones? Those were so good. I love those earrings so much. They were $6. $6! And they're sunstones, if you don't know what they are, they're rocks that have like flecks of copper in them. They sparkle. They're really cool. Hey, Taylor Gang in the house, This is a really good discussion. I never got Morgan Freeman and Whoopi Goldberg's name. Neither are Jewish, just saying. I watched a Morgan Freeman narrated documentary last night called Through the Wormhole on YouTube. It was about, is there a superior race? Yes, you are correct, S. Francis. I do weigh less than 100 pounds. How did I know your name? Magic. Eggdrop told me your name. I'd love to know what our government's FICA score is.
I do not want to know.
You can tithe to me at femyoga.com. Thank you. People don't save for retirement, though, especially since they get paid so poorly. So without SS, they only get paid so poorly because they're so heavily taxed. And their employers are heavily taxed, so they can't afford to pay out.
Imagine
Solving all the problems in the world. Okay. I think I missed a lot of comments. Oh, no, actually I didn't. I think I'm pretty good. Wait. Hashtag red face. I don't have a red face. Get out of here, Maddie. Don't be rude. I'll block you. I'm just kidding. I won't block you.
I don't really think there's too much discrepancy in the color. It doesn't look red on the screen or in real life.
It's not red. Maddie, guess what? I plucked my eyebrows the other day. I was thinking of you when I did it. How do they look? Someone said my eyebrows were on fleek earlier. It made me happy. Yeah, he said it. He said fleek. I knew you were going to say that. The elderly would die. Jerkface, that is BS! We're just going to let all the old people die because they didn't have kids that are now working and industrious and can take care of them. Or charities, donations, sponsorships. My grandma could get on Periscope and get $100 a week from sponsorships. Okay, that might not be enough. She needs to scope a little bit more. Where is Cyanide? I'm not sure, Trevor. Let's find her. Let's find her. I'm going to text her.
By the way, you'd have a lot more resources to take care of the elderly if they weren't taken from us. Same for saving for your retirement. I really wish I did not have to contribute to Social Security to help me with my retirement. That is definitely not helping me. And it's definitely not helping the elderly if I had no resources. I buy stuff for my grandmother all the time. If I had more money, I'd buy more stuff for my grandmother. I mean, it's, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, keep talking.
Let's see if I can read comments. Trickle-down economics. Promised by limited government low taxes is a fairy tale.
Let us all sing hymns for Our Lady and our Lord.
Trickle-down economics definitely doesn't work when you have a big government. You know why? Because the rich people know how to use big government better than we do. It is not going to trickle down. If you want it to be fair, you got to have a free market. It's a lot harder to get insanely rich, like
That's true. I don't
a
have.
multi-billionaire status, if you have to actually compete in a real free, fair market. It's the controlled, regulated market makes it much easier to become ultra elite.
Hi,
If you're willing to
Vallo.
sell your soul, as they
Vallo.
are.
Jerkface, I don't think that's true. I think that a lot of people could be self-sustainable, even with kids. Kids are actually super helpful. They can help cook, they can help clean, they can help work. I mean, they're very, very helpful around the house. You know, you can teach them how to be good people and raise good people and have good jobs and make money from home and be an entrepreneur. Worldwide band, Hammer Surge. Hey, Amanda, welcome back. Hi, Paolo. Exactly, Jerkface. That's how it worked on the frontier, kids. Not today's kids. Not nowadays. Oh, you guys are all so pessimistic. You think that because you are not struggling like most Americans. ... How's my channel? My channel's good, Maddie. Are you talking about my YouTube channel? My YouTube channel is in progress. I uploaded 3 more videos today. I saw your comment. Thank you so much. But this channel's doing really well. This channel's getting about $100 a week. Most Americans are struggling. Most Americans are in debt. That's for sure. I love kids, just not other people's kids. How does Yoga's Touch tie into economics, Our Lady? It doesn't, but good eye. This is what we're going to be working on tomorrow with Danique. This is the program, this is what inspired us to develop a program that teaches teachers, yoga teachers, how to, yes, Periscope, Maddie. Yep, I make that from my sponsorships on here. So it teaches yoga teachers how to do physical adjustments to their students, step by step. Really cool book. It's called Yoga's Touch. America via capitalism has raised more people out of poverty than any civilization in history. Bob, I'm so glad you're here. I don't think I've ever been so glad for you to be here. We aren't reading War and Peace? No, because you didn't send it to me, Socks. I forget your name already. I'm sorry. Oh, I don't see it because I have to... Oh, wait. That's not a pose. Last one. I don't need more views if that's what it takes. Where do I order the King James Yoga's Touch Bible? Femyoga.com. Care to elaborate? Alright. What did I miss? I missed. We have never had a totally free market in history. It only exists in theory. That's true, Jamal. I agree with that. America via cap. Okay. We aren't reading War and Peace. Mike. Your name is Mike. Okay. Flexibility in economics. That's how they link. Yes, Chris. Good linkage. You're very creative. And you're a genius. Hello, useless man. Hello, Mike. Mike, you're an egg. Alright. Never had a totally communist system either, by the way. Was that my husband? It was my husband, Joey. No, thank you, Chris. Everybody, if you saw my logo, Superman216, that's Chris. That's the guy who drew it. He's amazing. We have the highest childhood poverty rate in any industrialized nation in the world. Child poverty rate? What does that even mean? We don't have a free market in America. Oh, thank you. You're amazing, Chris. What is childhood poverty? I'm not sure. Please define. Hashtag dictionary, childhood poverty. All right, I'm going to read a little bit more. And then children living in poverty? What do you mean? Like, but their parents aren't in poverty? I don't really get what you... Oh, you mean people are having more kids than ever that are in poverty or something like that? Maybe because they're getting more and more benefits every child that they have from the government. Maybe because the government is incentivizing them to make money off of having children. Okay, sorry, too much? All right. And we rely on decisions about how all these rules are enforced. The priorities of police, inspectors, and prosecutors, remember we have to pay all of them, who can participate in government rulemaking, who has standing to sue, and the outcomes of judicial proceedings. Many of these decisions are far from obvious, and some of them change over time. Either because social values change, think of slavery, technologies change, patents on novel arrangements of molecules, or the people with power to influence these decisions change. Not just public officials, but the people who got them into their positions. These decisions don't intrude on the free market. They constitute the free market. Without them, there is no market. Why can't I buy something from someone without the government saying it's okay to do it? I don't get this guy. I don't get it, you guys. Close, but I live in Florida now. Oh, you're in Florida? Everyone's in Florida. We should do a meetup in Florida. We'll all be screwed soon because the millennials won't work hard enough to support the baby boomers. You are not wrong. So the best thing to do to prepare for that is save your money. Don't count on having retirement. Don't count on having Social Security. Don't count on anyone else to protect you or take care of you. Don't do it. Self-responsibility, self-reliance, self-industry. The gap between the poor and the rich is obscene. You do need to have restrictions on a free market. Like what? I think what he's saying is the government tries to regulate everything too much. I hope that's what he's saying. Okay, good night, Joey. Put children to work, then no more childhood poverty. Actually, I don't really disagree with that too much, Nick. Oh, okay. Well, you're gonna have to go now. I shouldn't have showed it. Okay. Ooh, we have conversation going on in here. Wait, why am I not seeing comments again? Gosh darn it! I gotta refresh egg drop again. I missed some comments, guys. Sorry. Thanks for all the hearts, Amanda. I love this. You guys are awesome. All right. Refreshing my eggbot. Cute eggbot. Did he already come in? Eggbot. Eggbot. There he is. So this says that Jen has sent the most hearts with 9,000 hearts. YouTube the video Gumball Immigration. You guys are telling me to look up so much stuff today, it's going to crash my browser. That's going to be the last thing I look up. Gumball. Well, unless more sponsors say stuff. Because Chris is a sponsor. He sponsored me with the logo. Gumball Immigration. But no more random Googling here. Okay, what am I missing? The idea that everyone has to have the same amount of money is a communist idea. That's very true. I'm poking you guys. Sorry. Ayn Rand died broke, living in public housing on Social Security. Is that true, Stavos? Oh no, my batteries are gonna die. Ayn Rand death. I will definitely check into that. I do have to plug my computer in. So, stand by. I need more power. Okay. So, yes it does. Capitalism creates. Hello, Eggbot7.